Frodo Baggins here. I'm going to be giving you another war recap video from Reddit Omega. This last war actually was the one that bumped us up to clan level 7. It was a failed attempt at a set matchup, which was unfortunate, but it did mean that we had all Town Hall 9s and Town Hall 8s, as did the enemy clan, and we were so close to a perfect war, just missing a few stars off of some of the lower bases. But that's alright, because we had great attacks regardless. Some of their bases didn't have great DGBs, or double giant bombs rather, so you'll be seeing a lot of hog attacks from this war. The first one we're going to look at is Mr. T taking down their number 1 Town Hall 9. T brings absolutely crazy attacks every time he wars, and it's always fun to watch them. He's going to be doing a Shattered Goho this time. He sends in his 2 golems and a few wizards to get that funnel going. Sends in his AQ down early just to clear out some of those trash buildings. Then he sends in his wall breakers, and in a second you'll see him drop 2 giants, which I thought was a great idea just to give a little extra tanking and add a little more damage per second on both of those archer towers, just to ensure that they go down pretty quickly. So a great funnel has been set up. He's about to send in the jump spell. I think he could have been a little more patient on his Barbarian King, because as you'll see, as soon as he gets that jump down, the Barbarian King's going to target the Archer Queen, and the Clan Castle troops are going to be lured out by the Barbarian King. So the Barbarian King's going to go down very quickly, but he does drop the Rage, and the Barbarian... Sorry, I've been saying Barbarian King so many times. The BK's ability and the Rage combined just destroys the enemy Queen. He's sending in his hogs early, which is great. He drops those heals as soon as he sends them down because there was space for giant bombs up there, so it was much safer to go ahead and get those heals down early. He sends in loons to get rid of extra defenses that were on the sides, and I love the fact that he saved those 2 hogs on either side to get rid of those cannons. It worked really well. Sends in drops the poison just to get rid of those skeletons, and his base is just done. Cleared so quickly with so many troops left over. Great job, T. I'll go ahead and start to fast forward here. Alright, really again, great job, T. The next one we will be looking at is Bootchuck taking on number 4. And BC's been bringing in so many Govahos recently, and he's so good at it too, so I love it. They're always so much fun to watch. We don't see very many spin girls. Actually, we've been seeing more and more recently, but it's always fun to watch raids that have them. Sends in 2 golems, gets some wizards to create the funnel, drops his Archer Queen just to help clear out those trash buildings. Everything's going as it normally should. Sends in those wall breakers to open up that compartment, and he has really good patience for his king. Drops him in now when he has so far to walk that as soon as he gets up there, the golems have already triggered the clan castle troops, and they'll be coming out targeting the golems rather than the king, which is really important in any raid, just because the king will go down very quickly under all those clan castle troop fires, and he's very crucial to any raid as he has so much DPS and health. So those Valks are going in, everything's going down, and the thing I love about Bootchuck's raids is the way he sends in his hogs. He almost never uses a heal for them, and that works out so well just because he drops them almost in this surgical fashion on any point defenses that are out there, and then they all end up clustering together towards the end and taking out any defenses that are left without using a heal. He does lose quite a few to springs, but he still has all these golems there in the core that end up tanking for him, so this just goes really well. It was slightly worrisome that that balloon stayed up for almost the entire raid, but it ends up being okay. His Archer Queen gets to it here in just a second, and it doesn't do any real damage to the raid at all. So all the defenses are down, cleanup wizzies are going in, and everything's going just as it should. I'll go ahead and start to fast forward here. Alright, great job, BC. The next one, yeah, that's the right one. Wiggum taking on number 5. As I said, you're going to see a lot of hog attacks from this war, but they were all just done so well. Alright, he sends in 1 giant for the lure, which, very good choice, very good use of that space. Gets the entire lure from it and starts drawing them out with that archer in the corner there. Very good value for his kill squad here in a second, you'll see, just because he only uses like 2 wizards, a few archers, and his Archer Queen, and that manages to get everything, and the queen takes just damage from the loon falling, so it's really good value for that kill squad. He goes ahead and drops a clan castle golem. Oh no, I guess he just has... No, he does bring two, my bad. Sends in two golems. His king is going to go in here in just a second after the funnel is fully created. He's going to get the jump down, and the queen goes down in just a matter of seconds. Golem's tanking for so many defenses there. It was a good choice to bring two of them, because they're going to go into the core here in a second too. The barbarian king targets the queen. She goes down quickly. Now he's just going to start sending in his hogs from the bottom here. Really good style of deployment, going ahead and taking care of those point defenses early on. He'll drop a heal over those two wizard towers here in just a second, because there are giant bombs there, so very good location on that. He's still got golems up at the top, I think. I think the king is getting ready to get rid of him, though. And he has so many hogs just swarming that base right now, and they're standing in heals almost the entire time, because he's about to drop his second one, and then he'll drop his third one at the top here in just a second. It almost was good that his queen was just circling around the base the entire time, because she clears out so many trash buildings. I love the poison that he dropped up there, got rid of all of the skeletons, and it's just game over for this base. There were a lot of storages up top, but that doesn't matter. He has so many hogs for cleanup. Everything's going down so quickly. Alright, great job, Wiggum. Let's take a look. The next one I think is going to be Sting, taking on number 7. And this, they did have, I think it was just one or two custom-made anti-3-star bases, so it was really fun to see how we could go ahead and pick those apart. So Sting sends in 2 golems up at the top and starts creating the funnel. 3 minions on the gold storage over there, which was a really good choice. One of them does get taken out by the expo, but that doesn't matter much. Now, you'll see the mortar right there does end up going down here in just a second, rerouting that second golem. But Sting is one of the members, or one of our Town Hall 9s that has so many, that has maxed heroes, sorry, I'm all over the place, that has maxed heroes, so he has a lot of room for error with that. And he sends in his queen. Really great patience on the king, because all of the clan castle troops are already out and being just decimated by the queen. So really good patience on the king. He goes in, starts destroying the enemy's royals, and from there he's just able to send in hogs, and it's just a matter of careful heals and avoiding giant bombs. There does end up being a double Tesla there rather than a double giant bomb, and the double giant bomb would have destroyed quite a few of his hogs, but he had so many left in the bag that he was preparing for that double giant bomb, so he had a plan for everything, man. He sends in that giant up between those 3-point defenses, which was a really good choice, really good value for that troop space, because all of the hogs are able to take out their point defense before being targeted much. And it's just game over. He has so many hogs going up to those last few defenses. Both of his heroes are still alive. Just a very well-organized raid. Go ahead and start. Great job, Sting. I think I got 2 or 3 more for you. I think just 2. Sorak taking on number 10. Sorak is one of our other Town Hall 9s that has max heroes, and I've been seeing this base a lot recently, and I'm not sure why, because it is not a good base by any means. But the way Sorak handles it is the best way I've seen it been taken care of so far. Because he does an AQ healer walk, which is great choice. One of those healers does go down to the air defense, but it doesn't matter because he has so many healers on that Archer Queen, and the Archer Queen is encountering point defenses one at a time, really. And I love the way he uses P.E.K.K.A.s in this raid, because they're never taking much damage. They're just going from one point defense to the next, destroying it almost instantly, and then just not taking any damage at all until they encounter the next one. So they're able to clear out so many trash buildings, so many defenses, and they're able to tank for the Archer Queen for quite a bit of the raid as well. He does send a Hagen up north to try and get the lure, which he doesn't end up getting, but he sends another one down here, which does get the lure. And you'll see that the clan castle troops do end up targeting the healers rather than the P.E.K.K.A. or the Archer Queen, but that's okay because, as I said, this base's point defenses are just so spread out and all over the place that his queen really can just walk almost around the entire base. He goes ahead and starts sending in his kill squad for the Archer Queen, for the enemy Archer Queen up here. Drops his Barbarian King, gets a few wizards for the funnel there. Everything's going in. That Golem's tanking for a lot of point defenses. He doesn't bring a jump because the Archer Queen is so close to the outside of that base. And then he sends in 2 more P.E.K.K.A.s, which you will see will clear out this entire side of the base. So it's really, I just love the way he attacked this base. It was taking advantage of all of the outer point defenses so much. So then he sends in Hogs to go ahead and get rid of the core, which was great because though there was a lot of DPS, he had a lot of heals, a lot of healing power that he could use there with his 2 heals. So they're just standing in these heals the whole time, and they're never really taking that much damage. And it's really just the best way I've ever seen this base be dealt with. The skeleton trap ended up popping onto his Hogs, but it doesn't matter much because he still has 1 max P.E.K.K.A. left over. Golemites, a bunch of Wizzies. Both of his heroes are still up at full health, too. So this raid was just incredible. Again, the best way I've seen this base be dealt with. You don't even need to fast forward because all the trash buildings were getting cleared out throughout this entire raid. Great job, Sorak. Alright, the last one we're going to look at today is Show Me, I think. Yeah, Show Me taking on number 16. And this was a very early Town Hall 9. I love the way that Show Me dealt with this base. Because you'll see here, he sends in a few Hogs for the lure. And look at his army composition, where he has 10 loons. I think it was 26 Hogs. And then just 1 Golem and a bunch of Wizards. And his deployment is just so good with all of that, where the air defenses, the location within the base for them is obviously does not get much coverage for all the point defense that's at the top up there. So the way he uses his loons is just a great advantage, or a great way to take advantage of all the poor air defense placement on this base. Oh, sorry, my dogs are going crazy for some reason. He sends in his Golem to do some tanking. His Archer Queen is already taking care of all of these trash buildings outside. His Barbarian King's going in to take care of that Archer Queen. Even though she's level 1, she could still do some damage to the Hogs. Sends in a few Hogs at these 2 point defenses here and here. Just go ahead and get rid of the air defense and just secure more defenses so that the Golem can continue to tank. Everything's going in as it should. And I think he's about to start sending in his Hogs up, or not Hogs, loons up at the top. And he gets so much value for those loons. Those 10 loons are able to take out almost every single defense that's up there with a little bit of help from the Hogs. He sends in a few more to just go ahead and clear out the core. He gets some heals going in on those. Sends in another pack of Hogs to go around this side of the base and take care of the Tesla and the Archer Tower, and they end up going back core. And he had 4 heals, so, like, the entire time his Hogs are just standing in heals. You'll see he is a little late here because that double giant bomb pops and he drops his heal, but it almost works out for the best because those loons are able to go back up to full health and take out that Tesla, and he still has so many Hogs left over. His Barbarian King is taking out the Town Hall right now, and he has cleanup Wizzies up at the north, and it's just game over for this base. So again, great job, Show Me. Really, a lot of great Hog attacks this war. I'll try and get some more Laloons from this next war coming up because I want to give you guys a variety of attacks. But again, thanks for watching.